Okay, so I noticed that we had a miniature but, in our inventory. I didn't even know we picked it up. But Gippy now has a pet giant miniature space piglet. I wonder where I got that idea from. Just saying, it's a nice thing. See, it's a giant miniature space piglet. Oh, that might be related to the DLCs. It's a Kickstarter item? Yeah, because I grabbed all the DLCs that are currently on sale on Steam, I think. Picked them all up on Friday because you get the two DLCs for Pillars of Eternity 1 and the 3 for 2. You can get them all for $15 US, which is the price of one of the DLCs for Pillars of Eternity 1. Normal price for those is $15, so something you get from your Stronghold or Kickstarter. I don't know. Hey, Calfac, welcome back. Happy Sunday. So, but again, I just noticed the piglet thing in my inventory when we were selling stuff. So I went, I'm pretty sure that's related to the DLCs. It's got to be, because I didn't have that before. Almost positive. Anyway, so we talked to Dunstan, opened him up for all kinds of stuff. Durkin's battery, we had to get back to our fortress for that one. Let's see, what else do we have in this area? Ducal Palace, we should go visit, I guess. That. Master Below, that's all related to our fortress or base. Long Hunt. That's the cliffs. Cinders of Faith. Expedition Hall, maybe? And then this one. Great library stuff. Okay. Pretty sure you'd notice a giant miniature translucent piglet. Yeah, I think I would. No. Speak to head warden of Brackenbury Sanitarium. Is that where I am? Received my search for the leaden key. So, head warden of Brackenbury Sanitarium. I still have to go to Hadrid House too. This is not the sanitarium. Run faster. This is Brackenbury, right? Yeah, Brackenbury. It's not where I am, though. Temple of Wodica. Yeah, Ducal Palace. We have to talk to somebody up here, too, so might as well while we're here. What's this? Oh, yeah, the messenger. Whatever I'm supposed to talk to. But I don't want to. It's such a long trip away. Run faster, please. What am I looking for? Sanitarium. Oh, who is I supposed to find here? Okay, so there might be records of the Saints' War in an archive in the Ducal Palace. Archives. All the records? Maybe? Probably not. Hey, Battle, welcome back. Happy Sunday. Thanks for the Sermon of Struggle. Those lost in the flood. Forest Part 2. Not that either.
Good day to you.
Taciturn man with graying hair pores over a tome he's just withdrawn from one of the shelves. He glances up at you with baggy eyes. Yes, there's something I can pull for you. Looking for militia records from the time of the Saints' War, trying to find out what happened to someone. He clears his throat. We've had a number of inquiries about such information. I'm afraid we've had to bar access to the public. Seems there are still quite a number of folk in Deerwood who bear ill will toward Red Sarens. It would be irresponsible to surrender their names to just anyone. Many came to settle here as refugees. Perhaps if you were more established in Defiance Bay, things would be different, but I have no reason to suspect you to be any different from the others. Perception. There's something peculiar about the record keeper's inflection. The differences are subtle, but it does not sound like any native Derwidian would have, or you've heard. Aw. We've come a long way. I just need to find out about my brother. I don't even know what side he fought for. You must understand, I have heard many such stories. I'm afraid there is nothing I can do for you. Boo. That's not good. Search the records of the Saints' War. Record keeper was unwilling to show us records from the Saints' War, citing concerns about venture, blah, blah, blah. And he said things might be different were my reputation in the city stronger. How much stronger does it need to be? We've already killed all the undead for you people, lazy bastards. Guess we could talk to the Duke, maybe. See if he's got anything to say. Oh, they're not going to let us in here? Only people with official invitations are allowed to observe the animancy hearings. Hearings. I have no idea where I'm going. Outside, apparently. Okay. What else do I have to visit in this city? Ah, the Hadrid House still. Is she in here? No, this is the wrong section. Faster, big map. Brackenberry. So the Hadrid House, the whatever, something web, Miss Web, whatever her name is. Sanitarium, been there. Hadrid House. I thought we were... Oh, maybe this is where I stopped after the last stream because we didn't want to go in there. And this is where I actually started today. I think this is the next acting or after a certain event along the main story in this act. Yeah, we'll worry about it. It's no big deal. It's not like we don't have other stuff to do. Okay, well that door is not what I thought it was going to be. Because it looks like you're bringing him to this door, but that door is an exit too.
I'll stay out of sight.
Sneaky so we can find stuff better. Maybe. Kickstarter? I don't think so.
Hail and well met.
Curran's quick hands are busy with a mountain of scrolls before him. Hello again, my mysterious friend. Looks as though you could use some help. We've already done this. Who am I supposed to be talking to? Oh, talk to Lady Webb in this house. Where would she be? Spirit shield. Silver. Oh, money. Oh, she's probably upstairs. Group of notes speculate about the identity and location of a secret sect in Defiance Bay. Either these notes are written in code or the author's handwriting is atrocious. Yes.
Laying low.
Leave us, Agent. We're busy.
Consider it done. There. What did I tell you?
Ooh, fine leather armor. That was worth committing a crime for.
I see where you're going with that. There. What did I tell you?
We're not doing anything wrong.
They'll never know I'm here.
Oh, I think I already stole all this stuff, didn't I? Not worth doing anything there for that. That's not worth doing anything, sorry. Fix to the water needs in a case involving apparently a caravan that disappeared on Route 2, wherever. So, you guys don't have anything for me here. You never did anything wrong if they didn't catch you. Exactly. See? Some of these vintages are even older than Defiance Bay.
They'll never know I'm here.
Ooh, look. Uh-oh. We got caught stealing. It's no big deal. We're fine. Not sure how he saw that, but... Going upstairs. Notes are scribbled in a cryptic shorthand. So check this out. Oh, there's the other stairway up. Fine pike. That's... nobody saw us do that one. Close. That room looks pretty occupied. So is this one. Kern is wasting his time with those disappearances, is he? Just a little bit of money.
I'll take a peek.
See if you can sneak in fast enough. Go grab that money. Because, we're poor. Of course, now there's going to be 2 people in that room. Faster, run faster, run faster. And nobody saw us. Okay. Figures of all manner of folk are pinned to this board out alongside notes scribbled in an indecipherable shorthand. Admeth Hadrit, Part 1, Rise to Power. So it's money. So, Gimpy, can you do it again?
They'll never know I'm here. Easy does it.
Hurry up, run faster, run faster, run faster. See, I'm not doing anything wrong. The Lady Web will see you now. See us about what? This woman clutches a thick stack of parchment with spindly, wrinkled fingers, their flesh stretched thin to near translucence with extreme age, a gossamer's veil over pale blue eyes. Ink splotches and candle burns dot and stripe her hands like a quilt pattern after some great indescribable truth. Indescribable truth, English. She does not look up from her reading.
So, the messenger conveyed my summons. A miracle that would make the reincarnation of Aothis look like a child's cantrip, surely. It doesn't draw the most inspired minds, messaging. They failed me so many times of late, I nearly sent a cipher after you instead. So this is the Watcher who took over Cad Noir. Oh, don't look so surprised. It isn't an attractive expression. I wouldn't be where I am for long if I let details like that escape me.
Seems we've been standing upwind of her and she's had time to catch our scent. Your reputation precedes you, Watcher.
Since then, as I understand it, you entered a quarantine district that is absolutely off-limits to all civilians and somehow managed to walk back out with your life. What could possibly have been on your mind to make you do such a thing?
There's someone I need to find. I'm investigating a strange group. It was a personal matter. I don't remember why we went in there in the first place, to tell you the truth. Someone I need to find.
Not just any someone, though. Someone in the service of the Leaden Key.
Yeah, that.
You're not the only one with an interest in their recent activities. I've lost 4 ciphers this year alone trying to get someone inside their ranks. As it is, we only have our suspicions about who is in the group and what they intend, which I suppose means we have much in common with them. I asked you here because I wanted to know what your interest was in all of this. I thought perhaps we might help each other. Why are you looking for the Leaden Key?
I don't remember. One of their members caused my soul to awaken. I need him to reverse it. I ran across a man in one of the ruins. It's important that I find him again. I ran across a man in one of the ruins. It's important I find him again. She closes her eyes and the lids flicker. Then her face goes still, and her mouth parts, a little more than a sliver, and her hand briefly drops open, spilling some of her parchment to the ground, the pages wafting around her legs like the leaves of a dying tree. Her fleshy eyelids peel back, and her gaze is immediately upon you.
The gods are cruel, I'm afraid. The man you seek is Theos Ix Arcanon, Grand Master of the Leaden Key. One of the most elusive and dangerous men Eora has ever known.
How do you know I seek Theos?
Because you have seen his face, and that makes it a simple matter for me to see it. You even happened to catch him in his ceremonial garb, it seems. must have been a special occasion.
Can you tell me about him?
More than most, though very few would know so much as his name. And there is no way of knowing how much of what I've read is true. The Leaden Key dates back more than 2,000 years. If rumors are to be believed, Theos was the one who created it.
He's an old guy.
What scraps of evidence exist suggest that he has died many times, only to be reborn each time exactly the same man. Awakened during adolescence with all the knowledge and experience of all his lifetimes. The plots he orchestrates sometimes take hundreds of years to bear fruit. Needless to say, this is not the natural order of things. But he is said to be one of Whitaker's favored, and that old bat was never one to let rules get in the way of favoritism. That may also explain another supposed gift of his. His body is no boundary to his soul, and he is known to take possession of others, if their souls are weak enough. Often it is for elaborate deceptions, but sometimes he simply forces them to kill themselves. He is not known for his generous supply of pity.
Sounds like a cool guy.
He is also not one to show himself in any but their most critical matters. If he has directly involved himself in whatever the group plots now, it may be your only chance to find him. And once you do find him, if you can find him, I would not hold my hopes too high if I were you. He is a driven, single-minded man. He will not have the slightest concern for your problems.
What do you want from me?
Keep me informed. The Leaden Key has been busy lately, and that is distressing news. I can only guess as to what they intend. You seem to have a knack for turning the stones they've crawled beneath. Keep turning them. Dunreed Row will not stop you. Whatever it is they're up to, figuring it out will be of great use to both of us. In your case, it will surely point you to Theos. In return, I will share our knowledge with you as we learn it, and provide you with what assistance I can.
Sure, why not?
If you find your trail has run cold, come to me with whatever you have. There is much I may be able to do for you.
There's something I can tell you about the Leaden Key's operations.
Well, let's hear it.
The Ingwithon Tower in Heritage Hill contains an ancient machine that can control the flow of souls. The Leaden Key activated it.
This is troubling. That civilization seems to have known more about the mechanics of souls than anyone since. The Leaden Key was born in that period. It may be that Theos has full knowledge of their technology. The applications of this machine you speak of, I don't want to think about it. If we can learn more about their goals and methods, perhaps we can get the palace behind us. With Avar's support, we may be able to put a stop to this.
That's all. Its progress is encouraging, and I only hope that we are not too late. How do you know so much about Theos?
The same way I come by all my knowledge. Exhaustive research, spying, bribery, perhaps some less savory measures.
Torture?
Whatever the knowledge demands, I pay in full. There is nothing of greater value. Unfortunately, with Theos, there is also nothing more scarce. He has covered his tracks far too well. His manipulations of the course of history are lost to time now, though I believe they were many.
What else is there to know about the Leaden Key?
Precious little, I'm afraid. You may know much of it already. No one member knows the identity of more than a handful of other members. They are kept in the dark of missions they are not involved in, or sometimes of those they are involved in. They exist to hide secrets they themselves don't know. If you can imagine how gullible someone must be for that to appeal. Despite that, they are very good at what they do, owing much to their founder, who will take matters into his own hands when necessary. And he does not fail.
I have other questions.
Yes?
Tell me more about Dunardro. How did you come to be here? How old are you? Are you psychic? Is there a Lord Webb? Are you psychic?
If you are hoping I can look at your hand and tell you whom you should marry, you can just wipe that notion from your mind. I do not know what will happen tomorrow. That is what I pay spies for. Being a cipher is not unlike being a watcher. You notice more about what is already there. Many can hold an object and know where it's been, or peer into the thoughts of people around them. They can also sometimes affect those thoughts, but that would be unethical, of course. A tiny, talented few pick up so much about the world around them, they can get images of things to come, but these are fleeting and unreliable.
You said you don't know what will happen tomorrow.
Who said I was talented? I don't. Least not that I can trust. And with me, it's only ever about one thing anyway.
What's that?
A quiet day at home.
She glances back behind her, toward a small table, and a queer smile finds its way across her face. Tell me more about Dunardro.
All the things there are to know in this world, and you ask me about work. Deerwood is a rebel country. Conflict is in its blood. If you think a few guards posted in our cities keep chaos at bay, you are very new to town indeed. We are Deerwood's cipher investigators, of course. But what we really are is its last barrier against anarchy. People are more at ease when they believe they are watched over by someone more enlightened than they are. It pacifies them. So that is the image we foster. And we do try to be enlightened for their sake. The knowledge we gather here is Deerwood's standing army in many ways. We learn what's vital and we act on it while Deerwood sleeps, blissfully unaware of the terrifying truths all around them. I wish I could tell people the things I know sometimes. But the truth is, I don't think many of them could bear it.
How did you come to be here?
Me? I started this place, in a different time, under a different Duke. I impressed the Duke with my research and my work ethic, and he became possessed of the notion that I would be ideal to lead a secret network of gifted investigators. I don't know how such an idea got into his head.
She winks. How old are you? She gives a half-hearted gasp and covers her mouth with her crumpled fingers. You wicked man. Where are your manners? Were you raised without a shred of decency?
I lost count ages ago. Such a strange thing to celebrate, getting closer to death. Oh, I've had my share of work done to prolong my existence, if that's what you're wondering. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not done here. There are things I still wish to learn. And I'll be the effigy if I let Bereth carry me off before I'm through. There was a time when I considered enlisting the theorems of Pondgrum to extend my life indefinitely. I found the thought of devouring my political enemies to sustain my own life greatly appealing. I must have gone soft with age.
Basically, she wanted to be a lich. Is there a Lord Webb?
There was.
What happened to him?
He believed in dying with dignity. He was old-fashioned that way, my husband. We saw the world very differently, he and I. But he was good to me while he lasted.
Something else. She looks at you expectantly.
Yes?
No, so we're done.
Try your best not to die out there.
Problem. Got anything in here I can borrow? That's locked. Stealing.
Easy does it.
It's going to be hard to steal from her.
Easy does it.
Oh, maybe not. It's got to move fast. Hopefully the pig doesn't give me away. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's locked. So yeah, there's no way we're going to get that done with her standing there. Scroll paralysis, don't care. It's not a big deal. Okay, well, we talked to her. That was the reason we came in here, so... On we go. Next. The head warden of the sanitarium about how to proceed with their search. We didn't find him, though, did we? When we were there? So we walked right by him and didn't notice. Which is possible. Wouldn't be the first time we've done something like that. Okay, we know you're not the head warden. You're just experimenting on poor people. Dead people. See a warden in here. Here's a Kickstarter. Varna's a Kickstarter too. Nice means progress, stuff. Wouldn't mind being better armed, so what if it makes clients a little nervous? To you. Did I talk to you?
Gods keep you.
It looks up from a scroll, yes. What are you working on? Looking for an expert on awakenings. Just looking around. The expert is that person in the other room. That door looks a little locked. Never thought I'd be taking orders from a talking statue. If you're looking as a client, you'll be talking to an animancer, not me. I have a key for that. Oh, that's right, there was a statue upstairs, but I don't think we were able to talk to that. Thought I clicked on it earlier and didn't interact with it. That statue. Oh, maybe you can. Click on the right spot. Okay, Head Warden Ethelmore. A well-maintained statue of a middle-aged man presides over the room, looking down on blinking over the bustle of harried academics pestered by the hopeful desperate. Strong warmth emanates from it, and you could sense from that you could sense from across the room. There is a human soul stored beneath the stonework. You feel its attention turned toward you. It has been some time since our watcher graced these halls. His voice echoes deeply, rumbling the floor beneath you. I am envious of your natural insights, traveler. I can only imagine how it might have helped my work in life. Now, what is it that has brought you to my sanitarium? You may have a member of the Leaden Key in your midst. He groans, and the stone around him shudders. I could have done without hearing that today. Many have their intrusions been into our affairs. Of course, one can seldom be certain whether they've meddled or whether calamity has struck on its own. But a few of the less skilled infiltrators have been exposed from time to time. They are a perpetual nuisance. Once again, I'm reminded of how envious I am of your gifts. I suspect they would be of some use in verifying one's identity. You're at odds with the Leaden Key as well, I take it. They have something I need. They're up to something, and I am trying to determine what. I don't like what they stand for. I wouldn't say that. They're up to something, and I'm trying to determine what. They are always up to something. Of that you may be rest assured. If their plots have come to involve you, you have my sympathies. Do you have some idea of who this person might be? I suspect it's a patient. I won't know until I've met them. It'd be unwise to consider anyone above suspicion. Very well. In that case, I would recommend you speak first with our resident animancers. They have frequent interactions with both patients and colleagues. You'll find them up here or in their offices downstairs. You report anything suspicious to me immediately. This is my only request. Curious as to how you've come to be in your present state. Tell me about the sanitarium. Does anyone here know anything about awakenings? Or to know they do? How did you get in your present state? In the statue, you mean? Well, he laughs. I was old, and it seemed wrong to me. A lifetime spent in pursuit of discovery, only to lose it all in death. Someday, I would wake up in a new body, none the wiser, and pursue a different course entirely. All that experience wasted. If we are ever to unearth the principles behind our existence, it will be in spite of our condition. Of that I am quite sure. To live on as part of something I helped build to earn seemed to me a better legacy than what nature had in store. Transfer itself was quite simple as our techniques go, and for that I am grateful. Playing with souls is far easier to accept than they are not your own. I do miss being able to take an active role in the scholarly efforts now here. Now and again, one of our animancers will humor me and consult over some problem, but they are a jealous breed and are too often afraid to collaborate. If you are considering it yourself, I can tell you that it isn't for the easily bored. Tell me about the sanitarium. A history lesson. This is a rare pleasure. Most come in here only concerned with cheating death in one way or another. We're an old institution as Deerwood goes. This is our 94th year. As with many cities, the growth of Defiance Bay brought with it a host of problems. One of the worst was that those born with, shall we say, ill-favored souls came to populate its streets in droves. Thus, the sanitarium. Brackenbury was a natural fit. It was growing, but there was also a lot of money here back then. This place owes its survival to the curiosities of the wealthy more than anything, I think. Our founding came at a time of great suspicion and animancy, much like today. So much progress has been lost to the mishaps of a few careless practitioners. But in time it was forgotten, as all things are. Since then we have been at the forefront of animancy's resurgence. We have played host to many gifted researchers and pushed the boundaries of our knowledge in ways never thought possible. Some of the first safe transferences were done here, and we have pioneered work in soul purification, lineage analysis, preservation. It's really quite a list, if you'll pardon my pride. Today I can't say it's exactly the same. There's been some push to shut us down. It comes from Deerwood's most excitable denizens, whose minds are more passionate than thoughtful, I'm afraid. people see this legacy, and they see it involves something they don't understand. So it's natural for them to suspect people whose understanding exceeds theirs. It looks to them like we're hiding something. We have a representative in the palace this very moment, defending the entire science of animancy at the hearing before the Duke, absurd as it sounds. If it does not go well, it could be the end of animancy in Deerwood. I fear Avar may be swayed by all this unrest, irrational though it may be. We shall see. Does anyone here know anything about awakenings? Blah, blah, blah. Yes, we know that already. So, now we get to talk to the animancers here and see if anyone looks suspicious. Are you suspicious?
Good day, stranger.
No. Are you suspicious? Animator straightens his robes and gives you a nod. So I'm going to go with no. Verdi is a Kickstarter. You're welcome to browse. The spread of knowledge is a healthy thing, don't you agree? That's suspicious. Aramid is a Kickstarter too. We see quite a few Brackenbury locals for treatment. It helps fund our research. Animancy hearings should be over any day now. Our future is in the hands of the Duke. Welcome to the finest Animancy Center in Deerwood. Are there others? This room is empty. You're just a guard. So I have a feeling the guy downstairs with the name that doesn't really want to talk to us might be a little suspicious. Maybe. I bet he has a key.
Well met, friend.
Or not. What are you working on? Wicks. Oh, that's right, this guy. I see. Has anything unusual been happening around here? You must be joking. This is the sanitarium. Nothing is usual down here. He pauses. Although, now that I think of it, the patients seem more agitated lately. But they're Caedmon's Azzo's responsibility, not mine. I don't know who that person is. He nods, taking a deep breath. Then, if there's anything else... Just looking around. Let me quick about it. Blah, blah, blah. The man who waits. Mission activity. He invited me to speak to animancers and the situation. Mentioned that the sanitarium patients are quite agitated and normal, and that Caedmon Azzo is responsible for their care. But I'm supposed to go talk to the statue, right?
Hey Gimpy, it is time to take a break.
But I'm playing police officer. Sorry, detective.
This break supports the purchase of Rocket's treats. If you would like to help Rocket feel like a puppy again, please visit gimpyknee.com/support or type !treats in chat. Thank you. Your next break is in 1 hour.
I forgot our upgrade, I think, finished here. Our dungeon was finished, I think. Right? Oh, sorry, wrong button. Dungeon construction completed. I forgot to buy something else. Or sorry, construct something else. Just a second. So completed. 4 days, 2 days for our library. Gets us a lower bonus on resting there. Dexterity bonus for resting. Curio shop allows you to purchase the parts of exotic creatures and generates a random creature part every turn in the stronghold treasury. That seems wrong. Building it will allow you to buy traps there and receive a Mechanicus bonus for resting. Scrolls. Farm, Covenant shared. Intellect bonus. Training grounds. Bonus to might. Random plant every turn. Hedge mage. Stealth. Survival skill upon stress stands. Provided access to the warden who offers high level bounties. Bounties. Constitution athletics. Restoring yours may return a semblance of order to the keep. One whole day. But we have order, don't we? Do we have an order problem? This is all prestige. Library? The walls, maybe. 4 days is a long time, though. Weapons and armor merchant. Dexterity bonus, too. Yeah, sure. We should get Q these. Anyway, so we will take a look around this room, talk to Ripley here after I get back from break, because I need to get up, stretch my legs, get some water, that kind of thing. And we get back, we'll get started with the giveaway process as well. So, be back shortly. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the dog video.